to make a quick gas station run. I feel like I'm always here. Literally always here, always refueling. It's that E85 life. All right, so we got some gas. Oh yeah, we should be good for the rest of the week, no cap. All right. Woo-wee. That E85 life, man, you're gonna be filling up like quite frequently if you like to take the car out on joyrides like I do, but it's not too bad. Definitely not as bad as how the FRS was when I was literally beating on it 24/7 back in the day, but I'm not gonna lie, I do see myself filling this car up at least like once or twice a week, and I don't even daily drive this car, which is actually gonna be an important part of this video because I want to go ahead and open up a discussion because you guys know me. I like to drive and talk to y'all. But this is actually pretty important. Let me switch this to the fun mode. Doesn't get old, man. Doesn't get old, man. That GTI literally followed as soon as I left the damn gas station too. But in this video, I want to ask you guys, in your opinion, what is the best manual Mustang to buy on the market right now? Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. I have 3 Mustangs. Oh my goodness, man. That are, in my opinion, the best manual Mustangs to buy on the market. Woo. Get around that hole right there. It's hard to beat the sound. It really is hard to beat the sound. I know some of you guys are probably wondering, how the hell do you like jump between the FRS and the 350? Honestly, I don't even know. I really don't, because this oh my god. All right, let me try to focus up real quick. I got 3 Mustangs on my mind right now that are probably the best manual Mustangs to buy on the market. Again, let me know down in the comment section if you agree or disagree. I think the 1314 GT500, specifically the 1314 GT500s, I think the TREMEC Mach 1 Mustangs with the handling package, and then obviously any gen GT350 are going to be the best manual Mustangs to buy on the market right now. Now, depending on what you're trying to get out the car is going to be the deciding factor on what is best for you. Now, there is kind of an underdog here, and that's going to be the 0304 Cobra. But the reason I'm not going to go ahead and include the 0304 Cobra in this, oh my god, in this list is because all the Mustangs that I have, you know, in this grouping are actually all around the same price. You can get a 1314 GT500, you can get a new TREMEC Mach 1 handling package and a GT350 for the mid 50, upper $50,000 price range, all the way up to 65K. Now, obviously, the mileage is going to depend on how much you're paying on the Terminator Cobra, but at the same time, just from my experiences in the New Edge, in the seating position in the New Edge, the cable clutch versus hydraulic, and just the overall feel, the S550 and the S197s are a lot smoother. And when it comes down to just driving and enjoying everything, smooth is fast. So I'm not gonna include the 0304 Cobra in this list. That's the reason I'm not gonna include that in there. Now, if you are somebody who is looking for a Mustang that you can just jump into, enjoy, daily drive, and also modify, and not really have to do as much maintenance as you would against the other two, the Mach 1 with the handling package is probably gonna be the best for you. Now, the reason I'm saying that is you get the Gen 3 5.0, which is, you know, essentially a very stout engine. You can do a lot to it, not really have to worry about anything. You don't have to change the oil nearly as much. I mean, obviously, you should be changing it every 3K, but you can get away with the 5K intervals on that car. And you can arguably push more horsepower with forced induction with the Gen 3 Mustangs as opposed to the 1314 GT500 and the Shelby GT350, even with a Gen 2 Voodoo. Now, also, just being in a TREMEC S550, the Mach 1, the way the motor revs, the way the motor handles power, the way just the driving experience is, it's going to be a lot more tame, in my personal opinion, as opposed to the 350 as well as the 1314 GT500. So if you're looking for like a daily driver, like I said, or something you can get into cruising around, you know, obviously go ahead and put your foot down and have a lot of fun, that TREMEC Mach 1 is probably gonna be the best for you. If you're somebody who likes to go on road trips a lot, 'cause I know a lot of people like to go on road trips with their Mustangs, that TREMEC Mach 1 is gonna be, in my personal opinion, the best for you. Let me go ahead and roll my windows down. I think we're good. Woo! Got some pops right there. Bro, like, something about these Shelbys, man. Now, we're gonna get to my second point, the GT350s. Now, the GT350s, these are gonna be for those Mustang enthusiasts or those car enthusiasts that maybe had a Mustang already, because you cannot deny, out of all the Mustangs they went ahead and made, the 350, and again, believe it or not, the 0304 Cobra, I feel like those are gonna be the two most respected Mustangs that, even if you're not really a Mustang person in general, you have to go ahead and respect. Now, this is actually my third Mustang. I came from two New Edge Mustangs, you know, 99 to 04 Mustangs. Then I went right into the S550 and got a GT350, and this is by far the best car I've ever owned. This is by far the most enjoyable car I ever owned. And this is a car that I can confidently say, if I was to go ahead and return back to stock, I would enjoy. Now, could I say the same thing about the Mach 1? Definitely not. The 350, if you're looking for a Mustang that you can literally jump in, that is perfect right out the box. You don't have to change anything. The ride height, the wheels, the tires, the exhaust, the shifter, nothing. The 350 is gonna be that car for you. If you want a Mustang that has, you know, that exotic note, you know, a higher RPM, a Mustang that with minimal mods, headers, E85, will be able to outrun a Hellcat in a straight line from a 60, if that's your type of thing, the 350 is definitely going to be the car for you. This is a Mustang that you will not be able to get another experience anywhere else. All motor, this thing is a straight monster. It sounds amazing, it rides amazing, It's just a car that you just, when you see it, it's like, damn, you have to respect it. Oh my God, bro. Drives like butter, shifts smooth. Power band is where you want it, mid to top end. It is a straight driver's car. That's the thing I love about the 350. It is a straight driver's car. Yes, you do have to go ahead and maintain it a little bit more meticulously and keep an eye on it more than the Mach 1s, changing your oil every 2,500 miles, 3K, especially if you have a Gen 1 motor. If you have a Gen 2, you still should be doing that. But this is a Mustang that you can literally jump in and leave it alone, 100% bone stock, and you will 100% enjoy it. You won't have to go ahead and be looking for things to change to increase that, you know, driver experience. It is perfect right out the box. Not saying the Mach 1s aren't perfect out the box, but let's be honest. If you're getting into a Gen 3 Coyote, you're gonna be going ahead and changing the exhaust. You're gonna be putting headers on it. You're gonna be doing little things, short throw shifter, clutch. You're gonna be doing things to those cars just to go ahead and enhance that experience. The 350, just after me personally experiencing this car and talking to a lot of 350 owners, these cars are perfect the way they are out the box. You literally don't have to do a damn thing to these cars. This is the longest car that I've kept stock, and honestly, like I said previously, if I was to go back to stock, I would still enjoy this vehicle. It is, you can tell like the way that, like how I act driving this car, like you don't have to go 100% in this car to enjoy it. This thing is a straight monster. And like literally rides like stock. Whew. And I got a tire on the back of this car. And that just tells you everything right there. Oh my God. Just the downshifts alone. People buy these cars just to listen to that. I mean, it's something else, man. The 350 is a special car, and if you're looking for that special Mustang that you can jump in, enjoy, leave it stock if you want, do minimal mods and have it rip, and keep up with boosted cars from other, you know, brands in their stock form, you're gonna love this vehicle. Now that's gonna go ahead and allow me to transition to the 1314 GT500s. The 1314 GT500s with the 5.8, they're amazing too. Now, obviously, we're going from two TREMEC 3160 Mustangs to a TREMEC TR6060. Let me go ahead and roll my window up. This car is a little bit too loud. I like to keep it in the fun mode, but like I said, we're going from two TREMEC, you know, 3160s to a TR6060. That 5.8 GT500 is a monster. Just like the GT350, if you want a Mustang that you can leave 100% stock, because that's the difference between the 500, 1314 500, the 350, as opposed to the Mach 1. These two Mustangs, I feel that you can leave them in stock form and not have an itch to modify. The Mach 1, I feel like an owner would want to modify in some way. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. But that 5.8, man, just a throttle body change, cold air intake, and a tune. You're making 650 wheel horsepower. That is outrageous to me. Minimal mods, not even touching the blower, not touching exhaust manifolds, nothing. You're making 650 wheel horsepower. Unbelievable. You're gonna have that beautiful sound of the 5.8. You're gonna have that slight whine from the supercharger, and if you want more power without even having to crack open that block, without even having to crack open that blower to port it, full bolt-ons, you can cam those cars too, and they're going to chop. you can make 800 plus wheel horsepower, which is ridiculous, unbelievable, and it's gonna be pretty much reliable. Now obviously with the 350s, 850 wheel is gonna be, you know, that limit that a lot of people like to kind of sit the car at. With the Mach 1 Mustangs, with the Gen 3 Coyote, a lot of people arguably will sit their cars around that 850 wheel, 900 horsepower range as well. But with that GT500, you're good to go, man. You're good to go. You're gonna have that perfect gearing if you like to go ahead and roll race. You're gonna have that perfect gearing for cruising. It's gonna be quiet, tame in 6th gear. And when you wanna go ahead and let it rip, you can let it rip. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my window down again. Whew. Now, the only thing that I am gonna say about the 13, 14 GT500s and why some people might not want to get into one is because obviously it is an older car. There's a lot of people, I'm not one of them, that really don't want to be riding around in, you know, 8, 9, 10-year-old cars. Again, I'm not one of those people because I know and respect the 13, 14 GT500s. They'd much rather go ahead and get into a brand new GT500. But in my personal experience, just what I've seen, and just the raw feeling of that S197, I think I would enjoy a 13, 14 GT500 more than an S550 GT500. Now, if they did have a manual option in the S550 just because of how comfortable the S550 is, maybe that S550 GT500 would be more enticing. But if you want that raw feeling, and you don't mind the age of the car, I mean, it's a Shelby, for crying out loud, who cares? That 13, 14 is gonna be the way to go as well. If you want something that, again, you can leave stock, it's gonna feel crazy, but if you do minimal mods, it's gonna feel like an absolute menace on the road. That GT500 is gonna be the way to go, man. It's gonna be the way to go. It's something with the Shelby cars, you have that ability to leave them alone or just do minimal mods and be 100% satisfied. God, man, let me know down in the comment section what y'all think, man. Want to kind of open up a discussion and kind of talk with you guys on what the best manual Mustang to buy on the market is right now. Like, I'm just cruising this car and I'm having a blast. All right, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed the little joyride, cruise, and talk. Let me know down in the comment section right now, what do you think the best manual Mustang to buy on the market today is, man? Really curious what you guys think. Is it the 350? Is it the 13, 14 GT500? Or is it the new TREMEC Mach 1s, man? Can't go wrong with any of them. They're all around that same price range, so it's gonna be dependent on if you want a daily driver, if you want something you can just rip around the back roads, you want something that has raw power like that 13, 14 GT500. Obviously, if the new GT500 had a manual transmission, we probably wouldn't be making this video because that would be quite ridiculous. But we gotta work what we got, and I think these are gonna be the 3 best manual Mustangs to buy on the market. Again, just depending on what you guys are looking for. Remember, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Got some new things coming for the Shelby. Actually, should be here tomorrow, so can't wait to get that on. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.